The best mechanical keyboard offers a sublime typing experience. They feel good and happen to sound pretty great too. Mechanical switches are in another league to even the best membrane options, and of course, they'll be great for gaming, too. Mechanical keyboards are becoming all the rage. They differ from the keyboards normally found in laptops or at department store checkouts, as they use aptly named mechanical switches to register key presses. Here we have come up with the top 6 best mechanical keyboards in the market. You will find them not only informative but also insightful. Let's get started with the video then. And don't forget to check the product link in the description. Number 1. SteelSeries Apex Pro. The SteelSeries Apex Pro is an outstanding keyboard for gamers, but it's quite versatile too. It has a unique setting that lets you change the amount of pre-travel distance needed to input a keystroke, which in turn increases and decreases its actuation force. You can lower it for a more responsive experience in games, or you can raise it to reduce the number of typos and accidental keystrokes when typing text. This keyboard is very well built and features dedicated media keys and comes with a nice magnetic wrist rest. The SteelSeries Apex Pro is an outstanding gaming keyboard. It's responsive and you can set the pre-travel distance of your keys to your preferred setting. It's also very well built and is fully customizable inside its excellent software. The backlighting is also great for gaming in the dark. The Apex Pro is a great programming keyboard. Typing is satisfying, and you can also set the pre-travel distance of each key, meaning you can find your preferred setting to reduce the number of typos. You can also program every key and customize the keyboard inside its software. The Apex Pro is very good for an office environment. It has a nice wrist rest that offers a comfortable ergonomic design. Number 2. Keychron Q6. The Keychron Q6 is the 6th iteration of Keychron's customizable Q-series keyboards. Similar to previous models in this series, it has a double gasket-mounted design, hot-swappable PCB, screw-in stabilizers, and rounded PBT keycaps. It also comes with several tools to help customize your keyboard. The major difference with this model is its size, as this is the first full-size keyboard in the lineup. It's made of high-quality materials and feels remarkably well built. You can program macros to any key, adjust the RGB lighting, and remap buttons using the customization software. The Keychron G Pro linear red switches on this unit feel very light and smooth. It's a hot-swappable keyboard, meaning you can swap out the stock switches without soldering. The latency is suitable for casual gaming, however, it's a bit high for competitive gaming. The Keychron Q6 is very good for office use. It feels incredibly well built and offers excellent typing quality. Layers of sound dampening foam keep it very quiet, and the Keychron G Pro red switches on this unit make the key presses feel very light. That said, this keyboard is also hot swappable, which means you can change out the default switches for those of your choosing. This keyboard also has robust customization software compatible with Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. Number 3. Royal KLUDGE RK61. The Royal KLUDGE RK61 is a compact mechanical keyboard. It's a wireless model with multi-device pairing with up to 3 devices at once via Bluetooth. It works with any desktop or mobile operating system. Since it's a compact keyboard that only has the necessary alphanumeric keys, it's easy to carry around. You can get it with 3 types of mechanical RK switches, and it's hot swappable, so you can use any 3 or 5-pin switch you like. The Royal KLUDGE RK61 is decent for gaming. Also, its latency is too high for competitive gaming. Still, the RK brown switches are light to press, and the keyboard is hot swappable, so you can use whichever switches you prefer. The Royal KLUDGE RK61 is okay for office use. It's a wireless keyboard with Bluetooth support, and you can connect with up to 3 devices at once. The Royal KLUDGE RK61 is decent for programming. It has blue backlighting, so you can see the keys easier in a dark environment. You can also connect it with up to 3 devices at once via Bluetooth. Impressively, this cheap little unit has a hot-swappable printed circuit board, meaning you can pull out the stock switches and replace them with any switch you want to control how your keyboard feels and sounds during use. Number 4. Corsair K70. The Corsair K70 shares a lot with the feature-rich K95 XT above, including its quality build and feature set. But what makes this keyboard a true pro is its cherry key switches and its tournament switch. The latter disables custom actions and macros to prevent accidental activation, changes the backlighting to a static single color to reduce distraction, and disables profiles or profile switching. All are features that are sure to put a smile on the faces of competitive players. Those switches are found beneath double-shot PBT keycaps that should be durable enough to withstand marathon gaming sessions. That ruggedness extends to the rest of the Corsair K70 RGB Pro, thanks to its brushed aluminum faceplate and solid plastic frame. Corsair has offered the K70 gaming keyboard in a variety of configurations since 2015. The latest iteration is the Corsair K70 RGB Pro, which meets the expectations set by its predecessors by offering the latest Cherry MX mechanical switches, per-key RGB backlighting, and several features meant to appeal to professional gamers. The last is how Corsair attempts to justify the Pro moniker and the price. We think it succeeds, earning the K70 RGB Pro an Editor's Choice Award for Best High-End Gaming Keyboard for eSports hounds. The Corsair K70 RGB Pro is a high-end gaming keyboard that offers a variety of mechanical switch options in a solidly built case, making it an excellent choice for deep-pocketed eSports gamers seeking a competitive edge. Number 5. Drop Shift. The Drop Shift mechanical keyboard is an inventive full-size keyboard that feels great to type on. Its modern format has 2 sections, the alphanumeric keys and the number pad, with the editing and navigation keys fitting into gaps such as the right end of the function row. The Drop has really done a substantial remix of the layout. The configuration reduces gaps between the keys and uses space more efficiently. Most of the editing keys have been moved to the top right of the keyboard. Near the bottom, both blocks of keys taper off to make a small gap in the middle for the arrows. To make room, a few keys have been removed, including Right, Control, and Insert. Many keys that are usually double size, such as on the number pad and Right Shift, have been made smaller. These changes shave the Shift's desk footprint down to 1.28 by 15.13 by 5.47 inches. The narrower layout makes it easier to incorporate the arrow keys and number pad into standard typing. Finding editing keys such as page up, page down, and print screen may take a little adjustment. To my mind, moving relatively obscure keys out to the edges of the board and bringing the whole layout closer together makes the keyboard more efficient without any drawbacks. You can plug in the USB-C cable on either side, which minimizes cable clutter. A detachable cable also makes the Drop Shift more portable, should you need to carry it around. Number 6. Rockcat Vulcan II Max. Rockat's pricey Vulcan II Max keyboard delivers an RGB light show like no other. The original Vulcan was a solid keyboard in its own right. The board's available with matte black or white keycaps atop Rockat's Clear Titan 2 optical switches and supports third-party keycaps if basic black. The key switches are offered in 2 flavors, tactile brown or linear red. The difference is minor, at least on paper. The brown switches have a slightly higher actuation point and promise a lighter sound. Our keyboard's red switches provide quicker key presses. The durable aluminum frame measures 9.25 by 18.2 by 1.3 inches, a bit taller than recent full-sized mechanical keyboards like the MSI GK71 Sonic or the Asus ROG Claymore 2. At 2.2 pounds, it's fairly light for a full-sized board. Turning it over, you'll find 2 position adjustable feet against a ridged surface with 4 rubber strips to keep the keyboard from sliding. A handsome chrome border wraps around the edges. At the top of the board, you'll find a cord with 2 USB-A ports that power the keyboard. There are small vent-like openings along the bottom. In use, the wrist rest is somewhat stiff, feeling like hard plastic. Comfort is sacrificed for beauty, I suppose. The keyboard has dedicated media buttons as well as a volume roller, which every keyboard should have. You get even more shortcuts and alternate functions with Easy Shift Plus, which we'll get into in the next section.